The forest behind Jack and Sarah seemed like a living entity, its trees bending over them as if welcoming newcomers into its secrets. Only the wind dispersed whispers among the branches, and the leaves rustled beneath their feet, as if invisible hands were extending greetings. But something was amiss. Everything in the forest seemed too silent, too ominous. Jack stopped and glanced around, while Sarah pressed against him, feeling a strange sense of unease. Together, they continued their journey, step by step delving into the depths of the forest. With each step, they felt an unseen gaze persistently tracking their movements, as if they were mere toys in the hands of an invisible master of this sinister world. Finally, through dense thickets, they saw the outlines of an abandoned building. The old psychiatric hospital loomed over them like a monument to times forgotten by centuries. They entered the building, immediately engulfed by a feeling of unease. Everything was swallowed by darkness and silence. Only the sound of their own footsteps ruptured the grim atmosphere. In every corner, they saw traces of blood and bars, as if someone had tried to escape from something terrible. They continued their journey, penetrating deeper into the dark labyrinth, trying not to succumb to the panic that grew stronger with each step. In one of the rooms, they discovered a horrifying sight. 2 people were chained to the wall, their bodies tortured, their eyes filled with horror. Jack and Sarah couldn't remain indifferent to their suffering. They tried to free them, but at that moment, they heard ominous footsteps approaching. And then, out of nowhere, the maniac appeared before them. His eyes gleamed in the darkness, and his lips twisted into a distorted smile. Jack and Sarah screamed and fled, but the maniac was faster. He caught up with them and pinned them to the wall, relishing the moment of his victory. Sarah felt despair engulfing her when suddenly, Jack told Sarah to run away, looking death in the eye. He distracted the maniac to give Sarah a chance to escape. She dashed forward, through the corridors, like an animal hunting for its life. Sarah kept running through the thickets, her heart beating so hard it felt like it would burst out of her chest. Only one thought spun in her head: survival. But the shadow of fear, like a shadow, remained with her, persistently pursuing her every step. She ran without looking back until she reached an open clearing where she encountered the light of police flashlights, her breath caught, her eyes burning with tears and terror. One of the policemen found out from Sarah what had happened, seeing how scared and shocked she was. There, in the hospital, the maniac, Jack, he's trapped. Help, she blurted out, trying to gather the remnants of her strength. The police immediately sprang into action, calling for backup and organizing a SWAT team to search the abandoned hospital. When they arrived at the scene, the old psychiatric house was engulfed in grim silence. However, instead of finding the maniac or Jack, they found only emptiness. The hospital was deserted, as if no one had ever lived within its walls. And there were no signs of struggle or escape. Sarah felt broken and defenseless, having lost her friend in the darkness of this nightmare place. But in her heart burned the fire of determination to never forget Jack and not allow the maniac to escape unpunished. The dark secrets of the abandoned psychiatric hospital became a part of their lives, forever leaving an imprint of fear and horror.